Hello and welcome back to the calculator review. It's been a long time and I don't have a good excuse for that other than I don't make any money doing this. So it's pretty low on priorities for me. Um, but today I think that might change, who knows. So this is going to be a special episode. Um, I have an extremely rare find here. I went to Goodwill and I found some amazing thing. Yeah, just to ignore the other stuff, but here it is. This incredibly rare factory sealed KidzLab Math Magic. It actually contains a real working calculator inside of it. Um, here's the receipt to prove that I did in fact purchase this. We just set this other stuff aside. So I'm going to get my gloves on because I do not want to potentially damage this with the oils from my fingers. As you can see, this is currently valued at $2.49 plus tax. So I would like to keep this in mint condition in case I want to sell this down the road or something, but this is currently an amazing collectible for a calculator collector such as myself. Sorry, I'm having some trouble getting these gloves on. So let's take a quick look at the exterior of this. This was purchased at Goodwill, so it isn't in mint condition, but factory sealed does definitely increase its value. Let's see if we can find a year of release. I'm not seeing what. Oh, here we go. We got some more information down here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. Or anywhere else on the box, but overall, except for some minor damage along the corners, I would say this is actually in pretty good condition considering Goodwill isn't exactly known for keeping things in mint condition. They have to process a lot of stuff every time they get things. So, oh, here we go. 2010 to 2016. So, figure the latest year this could have come out was in 2016. So this is 5-year vintage here. Wow. I'm just still kind of in shell shock from like finding such a rare find. But well, we're all here to get this open, so let's get this thing open and take a look at the insides. Oh, well, actually, before we do that, so what this does is it lets you read people's minds, astonish your friends with speed calculations, amaze your audience with different funny math tricks. Play the specially designed math memo card game with your family. I wonder if this is actually worth just a little bit more because of the typo there. And includes a calculator, and from what I can tell, it is a real working, like an actual calculator in this box, and that's going to be the star of the show. Obviously, I'm really excited to see it. Like I've only seen this two-dimensional representation of it here on the box, so to get inside of it, I'm excited. So what's inside the box aside from the calculator? You got some dice, this one set of magic mind reading cards. We'll have to explore those later on. Magic square card printed with numbers. That looks like these over here. They have actual Arabic numerals on each of the cards. That's really cool. One super magic square. I'm guessing that's this. It looks like some kind of multiplication table, perhaps. One set beauty of math number cards. And I'm guessing that's either these or these. I'm not sure which ones they're defining as more beautiful. 40 math memo cards. Not sure which ones those are. Wired puzzle templates. I don't even know what that means. Magic flip puzzle templates. I have no idea. Escape paper printed with lines and detailed instructions for playing over 15 math tricks, puzzles, and games, including fun explanations and facts. Wow, that's cool. Sorry that it seems like I'm delaying this, but I'm trying to cover all the bases here. It's not just for the sake of making this video a bit longer. I know we've already gone about 5 minutes without even opening this yet. But yeah, I think that covers everything for the exterior. Here we go. This is the first time in 5 years human hands will have touched the interior of this box, and that kind of blows my mind. So okay, here we go. I'm gonna make these incisions as carefully as possible. Probably should have got this knife just a little bit sharper, but let's cut along here without, so we can avoid doing any kind of damage to this box. And there is some tape here, so I'm gonna just cut right through that. Ooh, oh, ooh, that was a close one. I looked away for just a second to make sure this was all looking good on camera, and I nearly cut the box. That would have been devastating. Oh, it looks like I'm getting a little bit between the cardboard there, but there we go. Let's cut this. And now we're cutting through the tape. Give it a little bit of a sawing motion, but not too much, because you don't want to damage the cardboard. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. We're getting a little bit of bunching up here. Okay, we're through that now. And one thing you need to be careful of when you're opening a factory sealed box is sometimes these corners can kind of stick out, so you got to kind of get in between them, and that's because that's where the box folds over, so they need to make that a little bit thicker. So you just need to be careful that you don't just slice through. But okay, that is the first side cut open. Now we're going to continue making incisions along this top. Sorry if the camera angle isn't perfect, but with what we've got. Okay, that is the top corner. Now, and I'm sure you're wondering, like, why I'm not just pulling this, and that's because it'll actually pull the corners in and cause further damage, and I'm really trying to avoid that. So, having a little bit of trouble getting under this portion. There we go. Okay, so that should. Very nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to gently remove this plastic wrap, because that is part of the overall package. Like, I know I did damage the plastic, but we've got to see what's inside of this, so. Okay, another issue with opening up a brand new factory sealed package is you don't want to just reach in and pull this open, because you could potentially bend the cardboard here, and that will cause further damage. So very gently, just kind of work it up, and so you'll notice here, as I'm pulling up, it's going to bend inward. And that's mostly unavoidable when you're opening up a factory sealed item, and it's a telltale sign for someone who's purchasing something that is supposedly factory sealed that it has been opened. So if a future collectible were to purchase this from me, they would be able to tell, like, if I were to put the plastic back on it, they would be able to tell that I had opened this. And I wouldn't try to, oh no, I did not take that into account. Okay, it looks like I've broken the cardboard along here. That's my bad. I got too excited about this, but we're gonna have to press on. And really, it's about what's inside the package, really, that matters. So, very gently. Oh, wow. Great view of the calculator. I'm going to set the box aside for now. Look at that. Untouched by human hands. And still untouched because I am wearing gloves. Oh, this is a little upsetting that I've got to undo or do a little bit more damage. There's no easy way to open this without cutting it. So I am going to have to cut the plastic bag containing all of the many things that I listed off. So let's go ahead and we're going to break the seal on this. So we've already come this far. I'm just going to give a very light scoring. Just kind of break the plastic up. Okay. Hopefully that'll... Nope, nope. It would actually be better to use scissors here. I don't know if I have scissors close by, but let me check. I do have some scissors, some titanium scissors, so these should cut right through the plastic without issue. Initially I was just going to cut this part off, but if I do that, then there's nothing really holding everything in the bag afterward. So kind of leaning toward doing this. Very gentle. Just only want to cut the plastic here. Okay, so let's get these items out. We're going to set the calculator aside for just a moment. We will be taking a very close look at that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so what are these? These are number cards. They almost look like stickers, maybe? These are meant to be, they're perforated, so they're meant to be removed from this. But if I'm going to resell this in the future, I don't want to take those apart, but they probably could be replicated with a printer. So that's cool. Here's one of the dice, and here's the other. They appear to be matching. They are identical, though this one it has a little bit of wear on it, I think. Probably not very easy to tell on camera, but let's set those aside. These are the math memo things. Let's see what these have to offer. Oh, they have numbers 1 through 9. Not sure what the game is there. Excuse me. So let's set those aside. Oh, and here's that wired puzzle. No, I don't know what that's about. We got magic mind reading cards here. Magic mind reading answer card. I can't even fathom what that's about. We got some other magic tricks allegedly. And it looks like this super magic square is only using numbers that can be flipped upside down and still mean something. That's neat. Okay. Oh, and I was right. The Beauty of Maths card is in fact the most visually attractive ones. So it looks like you can do your own math calculations on here. That's probably what the calculator is for, to perform these calculations, because I'm pretty sure I don't know what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 9 plus 10 is off the top of my head. If I had a pen and paper, I could definitely do that, but I don't. And going a little further, we'll go set that aside. This looks like legal information. I don't Okay, real talk. I don't think I've ever seen a legal information thing for a bunch of paper and a calculator that was 8 pages long, size 4 font, and most of it's not in English. I can't even find the English one. It's in here somewhere. Nope, that's all. Well, we got, looks like definitely not English there. Where's the English? I mean, the yeah, okay, so this is definitely English. That's bizarre. Okay. Yeah, I can't find a word of English on here except for up in the corners, but okay. And then we have our instruction book. So this would, I'm going to be very careful not to break the spine on this. But very beautifully printed, full color instructions. Looks very detailed. Very cool. Uh, Also, kind of strange that they would have all these legal things. Plus, on the box, it does say there are other languages available, and the only language that I can find here in the instruction book is English. That's bizarre. It does have some safety messages. Adult supervision and assistance are recommended. I do not have an adult here to assist me, but I am myself an adult, so I believe that covers the recommendation. To parents, please read through these instructions before giving guidance to your children. I do not have a child, so it appears I do not need to read these instructions, but I will when I practice some of these math magic tricks. This kit and its finished products contain small parts. That's probably referring to the dice and some of the math memo pieces, and may cause choking if misused. Don't really know how you can misuse these so bad that you eat them, but I am not a child under 3 years old, so I can't understand why anybody would put any of this in their mouth. Scissors are required. I do have scissors, but everything's perforated, so I don't really know why you would need scissors. Anyway, so we've now spent approximately 18 minutes just unboxing this, but now let's get to the star of the show, this little 2-power calculator. And to be honest, looking at the picture, I thought it was going to be a little bigger. In fact, there's really no sense of scale except for the dice. Huh, okay. But then again, I didn't know how big these dice were. I've seen dice of varying sizes. Okay, so fortunately, the calculator itself does have a much easier to open plastic wrap, so let's get that. Very gentle sawing motion through without puncturing anything else. Okay, that's not working. Use our titanium scissors and make a small cut right there. That only cut the tape. So there we go. Okay, we are through, and we will have our calculator in just a moment. Okay, and there it is. Wow, this is the first time this calculator has breathed real air, and it's since it was placed inside the box. That's pretty amazing. Here we go. Let's see if it works. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting it to just turn on like that. That's 5 years, and this calculator still works absolutely perfectly. Well, so far it turns on. 3 plus 6 equals 9. That is accurate. And if we do square root, that is also accurate. It does have an off button, which is nice. So you don't see off buttons too often in small calculators like this, especially when they have a solar panel, which we will absolutely be verifying if that is a real solar power. It does say 2 power calculator, so if that is lying, then we got them. Oh, so, and it does look like it's also battery powered. So at the very least, this is battery powered because covering this up does not turn it off. Let's do our standard 2 square root trick. So 2 square root times 2 square root. That's a little unfortunate. If this was a... and I was really hoping we would get 2 out of that, but, you know, this isn't too bad. It's a minor issue, and it doesn't affect your average calculations, so that's fine. Let's try 56 divided by 89, and that, I guess, is the result of 56 divided by 89, 0.6292134, possibly rounded. So overall, it's actually a pretty decent pocket calculator. It's got, I like the little bend here. That's a nice little style. But overall, I love the colors. This use of teal, blue, and white is quite fancy, and you got sticky pads on the back. Like, for a small handheld calculator designed for children, I have to say this is one of the better ones I've seen, just based on the exterior. But I am a little concerned about what we're gonna find on the interior. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, see what's going on. And here are my tools. I want to be very careful not to cause any damage to this calculator, because we're not going to find another factory sealed KidzLabs math magic. And if we do, that would be approximately another $2.50 I would have to spend to acquire it. And I don't know if I can afford that these days. So let's set those aside very carefully. My biggest concern is that there are more screws under these pads, and if so, that's going to make opening this much more of a challenge. But let's see if we can get under. Yeah, I'm feeling a... Oh! I was about to say I was feeling a lot of resistance, but nope. There it goes. Okay, so we'll take a look at this part first. This is just the back. That is nice that it's only 2 screws holding it together. However, I am, again, disappointed that you need to unscrew it to access the battery. That is not good design, and a little sad to see in such a rare box of calculator and accessories. I do see a solar panel here, and it is actually wired. So this is very likely an actually solar powered calculator. However, just to verify, I'm going to pop out the battery and see if we still get it working. So to do that, open this, bend this, trying to bend this prong. They really do not want you getting this battery out. This thing is in here tight. Okay. Probably should have opened the other side first, but that's fine. It'll work. Okay, the battery is now removed. And a small amount of corrosion on it, but not enough to affect performance, as we've already seen. So let's see what happens if we try to turn it on. This is in fact an authentic 2-power calculator. Wow. Just, I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I was. Oh, give me a moment here. Sorry. This is. Wow. Okay, let's get the battery back in. So yeah, that just increased the value of this entire package significantly. I mean, opening the seal definitely reduced it, but to confirm that there is in fact a working 2-power calculator in this package, this is an incredible find. Okay, I'm gonna try and bend this back. Okay, minimal damage done to it. I think any collector looking closely at it would probably be okay with that. So let's get the backpack. Actually, it does use what I believe are plastic rivets. Oh, no, my bad. This actually comes completely apart. Wow. This is a very well designed pocket children's calculator. I'm not gonna actually. Yeah, okay. So removing the membrane is fine. Very nice design inside. Okay. And I'm not just saying all this just to increase the resale sell value. If you're looking to find a priceless artifact like this, like, you got to pay what you'd be willing to pay for it. So don't take my word for its value. I mean, it's valued at least $2.49, but I don't know if opening it decreased that value. But I doubt that anything I could do would increase its value. And this I got some static electricity built up apparently because this little piece of plastic glass does not want to separate from me. This is pretty annoying actually. I'm really trying. Okay, there we go. Get that back in there. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we gotta use both hands for this. Okay, let's get that cleaned off. Place the membrane back inside. Very careful, I don't want to cause any damage to that rubber. And the processor and calculator innards. Very gently. Okay. Get the back on. Got these wires that really want to stick out, and you got to be really careful with a calculator like this because that ribbon is very prone to breaking. I've spoken out about these ribbons a lot throughout the history of my channel, so if you have been watching me for a long time, you know how I feel about them. I don't like them. There are better ways to design a calculator, but it is usually designed that way because it's very inexpensive. I'm gonna snap it back in place. It's not wanting to go in. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to apply a little bit of force here. And okay, that seemed to do it. I was expecting a snapping sound, but no such noise was made. Let's get these screws back in. And there it is, reassembled, still in perfect working order, though that little plastic piece just keeps wanting to pop out. Let's see if we can get that back in there without causing I think it'll be okay. So yeah, let's the overall feel of it is pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of membrane calculators, but given its size and the fact that this was designed for children, I mean, let's be real here. This is a children's product, and at the end of the day, so you probably don't want to put they wouldn't want to make a calculator that was extremely valuable. I mean, now it's worth at least $2.50 because that was the purchasing price, and I don't know what inflation would have made this cost back in 2016, but I think it's gone up in value. I'm not really sure. So let's get this back in here. And we're going to go ahead and put everything back in. I might do an update video. I might practice some of these tricks and do some of them on camera if they're worth it. I don't know. I've never played with this. Did not have one of these as a child because, I mean, it came out in 2016. So, you know, being a child, that would have only been 5 years ago. I'm older than that. So let's get everything together very carefully. Oh. So yeah, they made this very weak, the connection between these two, and it's already broken, but that's probably because it's been in there for 5 years. Very gently handling it isn't enough to keep that from falling apart if it's going to be touched. So that's a little bit of a shame. Definitely going to affect its future value. But who knows, maybe I'll find another one of these and I could leave it fully sealed. But I'm not going to get my hopes up for something like that. Because, I mean, the fact that I found one is pretty mind-blowing. Get the dice back in, and of course, the calculator. Put everything back in, and oh, I'm so annoyed about that cardboard thing. That's actually, I've never actually seen that. I've opened a lot of old things. I did not realize that the cardboard in the corners like that could be so weak, but that's a good thing to know for the future. Get everything back into the box. Very nice. And yeah, as you can see, there is that little crease there. So this has in fact been opened. I mean, there's video evidence of it. But future purchaser, just want to be completely open about what this formerly factory sealed package has had done to it, and it'll probably be opened again in the relatively near future because I would like to practice some of these mind reading tricks, and I would love to astonish my friends if I had any with speed calculations. Maybe I could impress people on YouTube. I don't know. And then the funny math tricks, I'm really excited about those too. So we will see if I can do some KidzLab math magic. Maybe I'll do a live stream or something. I don't know. Nobody actually watches any of this. So yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about this, other than I'm really excited to be the first human eyes to have photons from this calculator go into my eyes for what is that? It's annoying me. Like, that's not on the actual calculator. It's not. Oh, it's like a little piece of paper stuck in there or something. I don't know what that is. If you are under the age of 8, or especially under the age of 3, do not purchase this. If you are between the ages of 3 and 8, it looks like this, you won't choke on it, but apparently it has some other things going on with it that make it impossible to use if you're under the age of 8. I guess if you're under the age of 8 but over the age of 3, you could purchase this for someone over the age of 8. I don't know how gift exchange works between children and slightly older children. That is a community I am not familiar with. Yeah, I think that about does it for this video. This sorry it was so long, but there was a lot of ground to cover, and I'm still dragging this on a bit. But I think the point was made, whatever that was. Okay, bye.